Hello everyone, my name is Steven. Thank you everyone for registering for my Prairie Math League. My Math League now has people from 6 provinces registered in it with over 1,000 participants. I've also have leaders in over 8 cities to help me run the Math League together. Last week was the 112th round, so today I invited Hansen from Saskatoon to give the solution to problem 6 on the high school round. I hope you enjoy his solution.
Hello, so I will be doing Steven's Math League number 112, question 6. So you get if f of 1 minus x over 1 plus x is equal to x, then which statement is true? So the way we do this question is, at least the way that I did it, is that we really wanted f of x is equal to something, because we deal with this type of function more. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a random variable y, and I'm just going to set it to 1 minus x over 1 plus x. The point of this is to have f of one variable here, which is what happened in this case. So f of 1 minus x over 1 plus x, that's just f of y. And this is equal to x. But we don't want x here. We want something in terms of y here. So we want to do some algebra here to find out x in terms of y. So we multiply both sides by x plus 1. So xy is equal to xy plus y is equal to 1 minus x. So x times y plus 1 is equal to 1 minus y. Hopefully you're following along. This 1 comes from the negative x here. It moved over here, and it becomes 1 because you take the x out. But anyways, x is equal to 1 minus y over y plus 1. So instead of writing x over here, we can replace that with 1 minus y over y plus 1. Okay, so notice that y is any variable and x is any variable. So we can just replace the y here with x, because if it's gonna work for any variable, it's gonna work for any x, because y is any variable, so it's gonna work for any variable. So let's just replace y with x, because we can, I guess. Now what we want to do is we want to see which of these 4 statements are true. So let's start off with the first one. The first one is, okay, so this is our new way to define f of something. Okay, f of negative 2 minus x is equal to something. Let's just plug negative 2 minus x in for this parentheses. So 1 minus, you want to replace this thing with x. So negative 2 minus x over negative 2 minus x plus 1. Everything I'm doing here is I'm replacing this thing over here, so these things will also be replaced by this thing. Okay. But anyways, this will be equal to -2 minus, well, we know f of x is just 1 minus x over x plus 1. So now let's simplify this. So we get x plus 3 on top over here over x plus 1. Actually, there's a negative here. This is equal to -2 minus 1 minus x over x plus 1. Let's multiply negative x plus 1 on both sides. So what happened is this thing would cancel out, this thing would cancel out, and you will get a negative in front of this expression. So I'm going to make this a positive. And this thing will be multiplied by negative x plus 1. Okay, this thing will be multiplied by negative x plus 1. So we get x plus 3 is equal to, so the negative cancels out. The negatives cancels out. So 2x plus 2. This is parentheses, by the way. Plus 1 minus x. You'll see that these two things can become x, which will cancel out with this x. And this 3 will cancel out with the 1 plus 2, 2 plus 1. So you get 0 is equal to 0. And that's true. 0 is equal to 0. So this would be a true statement. And the way to do, and you can check your work. If you started, let's say you started with B, C, or D, then what you would do is, you would, for example, C, if you were to expand this thing out, you would get -1 is equal to 1, which doesn't make much sense. So none of the answers here are right answers. Another way of checking the other choices of the multiple choice is you substitute something in. So we know that f of 1 is equal to 0. Why is that the case? Because if, let's say, x is equal to 0 here, then f of 1, you'll see that f of 1 is equal to 0. So let's just substitute 1 over here. Let's substitute -1 over here, actually. So f of 1, because the negative 1 is f of 1, that's equal to f of, oh, look, 1 plus -1, that's just 0. 0 over something is something, actually this thing is 1 minus x. But whatever this is going to be 0. So f is 0. So you will get f of 1 is equal to f of 0. But the thing is, if you were to input 0 on my new expression for f of x, you will get, or you just input 1 here, then you will get f of 0 is actually equal to 1. So you get 1 on this side and 0 on this side. And that doesn't make much sense. So it's not B either. So these two are not the right answers. And you can do the same thing for D. But since we already proved that A is the right answer, we're just going to go with A. So we don't have to look at all the other options. So the answer is A.